Brazilian league player punches referee in the face after being sent off. And no, you haven't heard me wrong. From the 8th of April 2012, from the metro.co.uk, Brazilian league player Volante Derlan punched a referee in the face after being sent off in a match. Footballers are often close to going over the edge in a game that's full of passion, but are normally stopped from doing so by teammates or their own common sense. This mechanism for preventing things from getting out of control failed last week when a player lost all sense of rationality and attacked a referee during a league match in Brazil. During a Campeonato Amazonese game between EC Iranduba and Sao Raimundo, Iranduba's midfielder Volante Duran viciously attacked a referee after he'd sent him off for a foul, and it was vicious. Derlan was angered by the fact that the referee had only dismissed him because of what the fourth official had said to him. Oh my God, you've got a fourth official actually helping. See, this is what the Premier League needs to learn. But anyway, once he saw the red card, he immediately lost it and pounced on the helpless official, punching him several times in the face and head. The attack didn't last long as the fourth official and 2 riot police came to the referee's aid. The officers restrained the out-of-control player, who now faces a 2-year ban from football after originally being placed on an automatic 30-day suspension for the attack. Now, that is an example of a player who deserves to be thrown out of the game. That is an absolute disgrace. I can understand being angry at a ref's decision, but at the end of the day, there is no room for that. He legitimately, like a raging bull, he legitimately ran up to the referee and just started laying into him. And that is disgraceful. That guy, FIFA need to look at that and ban him from all football-related activities. I'm not afraid to say that one. Because at the end of the day, come on, what is up with that? But Gman, Gezzie, have you guys got a view on this before we throw it out to Skypers?
Yeah, I'd just say he'd probably end up at Leeds than Man United.
Oh, it's one of them ones, but...
But it's totally disgraceful. Totally disgraceful. But, you know, what? Something like he's got a 30-game ban so far?
Yeah, an automatic 30-day suspension with the potential of a 2-year ban.
So they're taking action, so, you know, that's a good thing to see. I don't know whether kicking him out of the game totally would, yeah, it would show a good sign. It would show a good sign, but, you know, it's going to stop him eating. So I don't personally, you know, a suspension, a lengthy suspension, and then, you know, getting back into the game.
I don't think he should be allowed back into the game, but alright, it's one of them ones. That's just me. But Gezzie, have you got a viewpoint on it?
No, I mean, all I was really gonna say about it was, you know, I don't think there's many occasions where the Didier Drogba disgrace soundbite is apt, but this is definitely one of them. I mean, this is common assault. Forget, you know, actual ban from the game. You're gonna have to get police involved. It's gonna have to be a legal matter. And to be honest with you, he's going to have to be prosecuted for assault. Yeah. Because that's what it was. Yeah. And, you know, this is one of those occasions where, for example, if in Brazil they had a respect campaign, you would have to applaud it. Because once again, the officials, all of them as a collective, are making the difficult decisions. And in this case, you know, a referee is assaulted for making the right decision. And, you know, if we're talking about having respect for the game, respect for the rules, and respect for the officials, you know, this just goes to show that if an individual doesn't, then, you know, he does need to be punished and punished severely. You yourself have said about this player potentially being banned for the rest of his playing days, and I wouldn't say that's a step too far. To be honest with you, to send a message to anybody that's going to lay a hand on an official, you know, I think it needs to be done, because at the end of the day, without the officials, there isn't really a game, and they're just as much a part of it as the fans, as the players, and as the coaches. So, you know, if you're going to take out an official, you need to be punished, and you need to be punished severely.
No, definitely. And you were saying, and hey, it's one of them ones. This is what I think about it.
Stuck his legs! Stuck his legs! Hey, he stuck his legs! Stuck his legs!
And it really is. And it really and truly is. I'm not even trying to be funny with that one that time. But I've asked Skype. Does anyone on the Skype chat want to jump in with an opinion before we bring one more point?
Well, I'm going to jump in and I'm going to say that he is an absolute moron. That's a nice thing I can say on radio. And at the end of the day, I think that WWE should sign him because he's obviously not a footballer. He's a wrestler. I mean, you go to punch someone in the face, mate. That's if a referee was, he'd be like saying, "Oh, get the bell, ring the bell, ring the bell." But I mean, end of the day, I think they should just send him to the WWE and make him face Kane in a Buried Alive match. Then we'd all be happy.
Bury him.
Yeah.
Go on, Jaymie.
I was just gonna say that's as I think it was Gman said it. This is a time when things should be, the letter of the law should be put to something. As far as I can see, it's not gonna work in that way. It's definitely not gonna work in that way. But again, you'll see the hypocrisy again. The whole hypocritical status. He'll probably get a 2-year ban, come back. It won't make any difference. By the time he comes back, if he hasn't learnt, then yeah, they can say a lifetime ban. Maybe not. If he has learnt, then yeah, he can probably apologise and carry on. But as far as I'm concerned, somebody like him, if I was a Brazilian, like a little kid and love football, I would blatantly say I can't be watching football again after I've seen that.
Yeah.
I might as well go home, forget about football altogether, take up construction or something.